Okay. Okay, so it's better like this. And then I will share my screen. Okay, so here I am on Autopilot, which is our monitoring software, but mainly I'm on Google Chrome. So here I'm going to show you exactly how to complete the step-by-step so that you can install on your own Chrome. Quick question, does everyone have Google Chrome on their laptops? Yes. If someone does not, please let us know. All right. Well, I think let's get started. So once you are on Chrome, on the very top here, you have some three dots right there. And once you click, you can go into extensions directly, and you can see you have managed extensions right here. There, you can see that I already have some extensions on my Chrome. What you need to do is toggle on the developer mode once you are on this page. As you can see, let me know if I'm going too fast. Huh? Don't hesitate to interrupt me. But once you have toggled on this developer mode, you can already see that this section has appeared. You can just click Load Unpacked. And here, for me, I already have a folder for GAIA Lens. But here, as you can see, if I had if I had unzipped, no, sorry. Here I have the zip file. I needed to unzip it. So I can just select the whole GAIA Lens file. And then I select it. I don't need to open or select specific folders within the folder. Actually, I just select the main one. And now, yeah, Florent, I let you.
Yes. Sorry, I just realized I don't have Chrome actually. They just installed it for the whole company. So I only have, I think, Edge, maybe Firefox.
So you don't have access to Chrome, you cannot install it as well?
I'm not sure. I can try, but I don't have it anymore. So I guess I'll try.
All right.
And
Maybe I let you try and let us know if it's possible for you on your side.
okay, and if not possible, is it like useless for me, or like is it only on Chrome?
So yeah,
Okay, no
unfortunately,
problem.
it's only on Chrome.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. I can follow if it's not possible. No, it's fine.
Right. And Florent, let's say on your computer, it's not possible right now. You can still use these files on any other laptop where you can install Chrome. Yeah. And the instructions are pretty simple. Yeah. So you can follow through.
All right. So once you have, you can see GAIA Lens right there on your extensions. It's not over. We have to enter some details. So we click on details right there. And here we scroll down to extension options, which when we click opens this window. So here we have to find the LLM URL. So for this, we open the PDF that you have received. And on this PDF, you have this link. So I am getting it as well from my site. It's a HTTPS link like this. And for the user key, you just register with the email address you have registered for this session, this online session. So for me, for example, it will be just my personal, professional email address. And then here you don't have to change anything on the widget size, and you just save. Has anyone reached that stage or is blocked somewhere?
Yeah, I was about to say maybe it's a good point to just take a break and see. Prashant, how about you? Have you reached the stage?
Yeah, but that user API key, I'm just still finding out in the PDF.
Okay, okay.
So
That's
for
fine.
the
Yeah,
user API key, it's not visible on the PDF as it is your email address. So for example, if you have registered with your Gmail address for this webinar, then I will have created your session to GAIA Lens with the same email address.
Okay, I haven't checked that email yet properly. I just attended the meeting. I have to look.
Yeah, but whatever email you use to register for the webinar is the same
Yeah.
email put as user key.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. Samriddhi, Jitesh, Harish, Rajas, how about you guys?
Yeah, I have already installed this and already using this lens.
You're already using it. Perfect.
Right.
Awesome.
I've just downloaded, unzipped it, and then I just missed some steps, I think, in between. What to do after unzipping?
Okay, so once you have unzipped, then you go into load unpacked.
Mm-hmm.
You select the folder that you have just unzipped. You select
Okay.
all folder of unzipped. You don't need to select something inside the folder. You just select it, and that's it.
Okay, understood.
So once this is done, then it will show like this on your extensions. And so after that, you only have to go into extension options. And here you have to put the URL, which is visible into the PDF. And then your email address that you used to register for the webinar.
How did you come to this page, Juliette?
So sorry, maybe I went a bit fast. So here, once you have the extension visible, go into details.
Okay.
You scroll down a little bit and you have extension options right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just
Right.
okay.
Jitesh, Harish, are you guys also able to follow? If you can't unmute for whatever reason, just drop in a chat. Florent, what about you? Any luck?
Yeah, I just took my I just took my personal laptop next to me, but I was trying to send the file via my personal email address, but Gmail is blocking it. So I was wondering, maybe you can send me the files via email if I give it to you in the chat. I'm not sure. But I'm not able to join the Zoom with my personal laptop because I'm already connected, I guess.
That's fine. That's fine. Just drop in your Gmail in our personal chat and
Okay.
Yeah.
And if it's not working, it's fine. I would just follow.
It's okay. You have joined, so we'll do our best so that you
Okay.
can,
Thanks.
take this journey with us.
All right. So here, I'm sending you the email. Yep.
Rajas, have you reached this point now?
Yes, Shankaransh.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, if there were a competition to just set this up, I think Samriddhi would have won it already. But we all will get there.
Alors, I just sent the documents on your email address, Florent.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
not come through, I
Refresh
guess.
in a couple of minutes, and maybe also just check your spam just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah, it bounced back.
Looks like
Okay.
Gmail is blocking it because I don't know, like they just told me there was some I don't know.
Renvoyer. Hey, I just tried again.
Okay, and maybe last try, can you just invite this email to the session and I can maybe, I don't know.
Yes, I can do that.
Sorry,
So,
I'm slowing you down.
no, it's okay. It's okay. No problems. Okay, so chat. I will invite you as panelists there. Okay. Right, you should have received.
Not yet, but I guess you can go ahead and when I receive it, I connect and yes, got it.
Yes, perfect.
But please go ahead. I'll send a message if I need anything.
All right, let us know and let us
Okay.
know problems.
Nice.
Perfect. Florent.
All right, so once everyone has installed GAIA Lens, so let me find again my screen. Yes. All right, so we can just save it, then we can close this, and then we can, this is just here, up, and then I just reload quickly my page, and then I can also close the extension tab. So here, no, I don't.
Juliette, it says enter the LLM URL.
So the LLM URL is available on the PDF that I shared with you on the chat.
Oh, okay, got it.
So now, once you have the extension installed, you can find it there in the puzzle icon, and you can also ping it so that you can have it very quickly. You can access it from any of your tabs on Chrome. So here, what we are going to do is we are going to use it on Autopilot, which is our own proprietary monitoring system from Smart Helio. And we are going to show you how it can help you. So first, what I do is that I click on the extensions. Maybe first I have to reload my page. Then I click on the extension and I see that GAIA Lens is opening right here. Are you all able to also do that to open GAIA Lens?
Sorry, how did you reach the autopilot?
So
This page?
autopilot is our own monitoring system, but you can just open the monitoring system that you are like using on a daily basis. If you are using SolarEdge or Power Factor or Meteor Control or Synaptic, you can use it. You can open it directly on your Chrome. And because GAIA Lens can sit on top of any monitoring system, it's not a barrier. It will still be able to read the information.
Right. So maybe once everyone has reached the stage, then we can start the fun part. Yeah, we're almost like half the way through the webinar.
Yeah.
And whoever has reached this spot where you can open GAIA Lens Google Chrome extension, I mean, it would be highly recommended if whatever monitoring portal that you're using to monitor your solar and BESS assets, you can open that, because essentially GAIA Lens is going to scan through the page you are at, and it's going to give you certain information. Okay. Maybe Juliette, by the time everyone else is setting up and getting ready, maybe we can start with a very quick demo of what GAIA Lens can do. Yeah. So guys, just to give a very brief background, GAIA Lens is kind of a teaser tool of our product GAIA. It's like your personal assistant. We have wired its brain, and we have given it some context through which it kind of knows what to do, right? But how we have designed the agent is the brain is a sharp brain, and you can pretty much train it for everything. So currently we have given it a context, but you would also be able to change that context and train it for something else. Okay, so that's one part of GAIA Lens. The second part is that we have, of course, we are doing analytics for 6.5, almost 7 years now. And we have around 8 gigawatts of solar PV assets data. And the GAIA Lens has that knowledge base. It knows what different fault means and the severity, how to prioritize, all of that. You can operate GAIA Lens in two modes. You can keep that knowledge base of Smart Helio on, or you can keep it off and kind of see the difference. The moment you turn off the knowledge base, it's more like an inexperienced person, and with the Smart Hero knowledge base, it just becomes an experienced person. That's the biggest difference, and it knows the context of solar in particular, right? So right now we are on Autopilot, which is our predictive analytics software, and GAIA Lens is sitting on top of it. We can ask any question, right? I think Juliette, what would be fun is well, it's okay. Maybe on the portfolio page we can try and say, summarize this page for me and indicate any actions that I can take. Yeah, and let's see what it does. And you guys can go to any solar monitoring portal. I think what I like the most is I go to the analysis section and I plot current, voltage, power, whatever, some plots, and then I ask GAIA Lens to interpret the plot. And especially when we have the solar knowledge base of Smart Helio open, you would see that it comes very close to interpreting what issues are creating certain anomalies in current, voltage, power, whatever. Yeah, I've given it for fun, like just some heat maps to analyze, and it does a decent job. Yeah, so I let you guys play with whatever you guys have to, but just so you know what it did here is we are on a portfolio page, right? There are certain KPIs on the portfolio page. There are some plant names, their PRs, specific yield, and some of their most critical issues in those plants, right? So what GAIA Lens did was that it gave an overall portfolio view. It told us how many faults exist, how many faults are unresolved, and it summarizes and says very small share of it is actually resolved. It gives me some plant-wise statistics, but then see at the end it says suggested triage focus. Already based on the content of this page, it's suggesting me that in the plant PES01, there's issue of bypass diode failures in Grenoble. There's like inverter events. So it's helping me put my focus on certain issues on certain plants, and then it breaks down into the steps that I should probably take, to prioritize and resolve these issues, right? So as this agent having some training from us, right now it is trained as a performance analysis, right? Analyst, right? So when we go to a monitoring platform like this and we are in charge of managing, let's say, a fleet of 50, 100, 500 solar plants, our goal is to be able to see which of the plants are severely underperforming, what are the issues, and how do we prioritize, right? So that's the kind of action this GAIA Lens took within let's say in less than 2 minutes, right? Okay. Now I'll take a pause here, and at this point, maybe with I don't know if Florent you have gotten to this point or not, but Prashant, Samriddhi, you have been doing it, playing with it already for some time. Rajas, Jitesh, other folks. Let us know what kind of questions you have asked GAIA Lens so far, and what kind of response have you gotten.
So I guess it's Asterios as well as joined us, which has been using GAIA Lens for quite some time. So I would be eager to hear your feedback also on the tool.
Hey, Stereos, welcome.
I don't have a platform on this laptop. This is a personal laptop, so I'm unable to use it now. But yeah, but I got the process and I can
Okay,
try that.
but just for fun, you can open like any website and see what it does. It's an agent after all. It will do something.
Okay.
I did the same thing, same prompt, and I got all the responses. Like I was wanting some KPIs and all, so it gave me all the basically a summarized thing and some suggested actions also what I can do on my alert based things.
And you were doing this on the portfolio page of your monitoring platform.
Yeah, one of the portfolio page.
Okay. Maybe Prashant, what would be fun is, and if this is your responsibility, where you work, whatever activity that you kind of like do on a daily basis when you come to the monitoring platform, right? Maybe go to that page and ask GAIA Lens to do that for you, and see if it's helping you save time.
Yeah, sure.
Samriddhi, Gavin, Jitesh, how about you guys? I know some.
Yes, I can't. Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I have created another use case for this. We are getting various photos from sites like inverter is burnt or our this thing is not working. any equipment failure. So I'm using this lens to like pinpoint that photo and get what could be the reasons of failure, what could be the possibilities, how it can be checked, or what immediate actions can be taken. One
Perfect.
of the
And is
use case
it
of
able
mine.
to read? Is it able to read your image?
Yes, because that is in Google Space. Our all the groups are in
Right.
Google Space. Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
that
What kind of
yeah.
responses did you get?
Yeah, like for inverter, one image was there, and what some part of it was burnt. So I asked, tell me, could this be an issue due to earthing, or is it an like internal failure of inverter? So it
Mhm.
asked that if you can get me the model of this inverter, I can give you a better response. So then I fed it like we are using Sungrow inverter. So then it gave me all the details of why it can be earthing or why it can be DC failure. And it also gave me the reason what could be done to check what is the root cause. So that was one use case. Another is absolutely like for analysis purpose I'm using. We have our SCADA, so for that we are using this.
Perfect, perfect. Somebody, you just gave me a new use case. Like I'm gonna try that
Yeah,
on some of the
right.
images. Good. But the inverter that eventually failed or burnt, do you already know the root cause for it?
No, it is like currently service engineer is preparing the root cause report. So when I get that, I will cross verify whether it was right or
Yeah, of course. And do give us a feedback because honestly, this is a new use case to me. So I'll be
right.
curious. That's great. Great. How about other guys? If anyone wants to share any interesting finding like Samriddhi has shared.
Yes. Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, yes, go
Yes.
Yes.
ahead.
Hi.
We hear
Yeah,
you.
I use now. It's been a couple of weeks that I use the GAIA Lens, and generally I try to sort out what's going on with the curtailment. Um so I try to put pictures with strings on an inverter during curtailment, and because we see that the strings are not behaving the same under curtailment, and usually we have some errors also, some alarms that have to do with string feedback power. Uh, so I try to put the graphs, and then I explain also the alarms, and then also I put some configuration about the modules uh, and the inverter details. So it gives me some replies back, quite good. And I try also to do, sometimes I do it also outside GAIA Lens. I do it on the using like Gemini or Cloud or ChatGPT to see if they have kind of similar response.
Mm-hmm.
And I see, yes, that it's quite helpful because especially with alarms and errors, and you can get much information back, and but you have, to make questions in order to come to the conclusions that you want to get, because in the beginning it starts with general feedback, but as you give more information, like what type of modules, as azimuth orientations, and much detail about configuration. And I think a couple of times I showed also string plans and Google pictures. So yeah, it can give you some good feedback. And it's useful because in previous you had to spend a few hours more to come to a conclusion. So now it makes it quicker, this result.
Nice, nice. Very good to hear your feedback. That's the aim, to save time in the end.
Yeah, it saves time because you can work. I work with Synaptic, so I can have Synaptic and I can have the inverter manufacturer portal also, and I can put pictures and with all the information. So slowly, after doing a few questions, you can come up to a conclusion, or at least 2 3 root causes that you can check further. So it's helpful, but I use it so far for these details,
Okay.
not so much for a long term, PRs or anything else. And something I see, this is the issue that you have. I see on a point, you will have to create an agent that is going to use all this information, not just the portal and the data, but also the configuration, also some drawings maybe, also, yeah, if you have shadows, some Google Earth to check the current condition. And this should be combined like on one agent, and then this, I think, it will give you much more better results and feedback.
Asterius, just so you know, what you just suggested us is exactly what Gaia Live does.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, Gaia Lens is kind of a miniature version, like a teaser product.
Mm-hmm.
But in Gaia, when you onboard a plant, you actually give all the details that you were talking about.
Yeah.
SLDs, layouts, and you tell about which module, which inverter, what's the array configuration.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what you did eventually with Gaia Lens is you kept adding manually more
Yeah.
and more text to it, and then its diagnosis became better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
So in the Gaia Live, you already while onboarding a plant, you already give all of this context. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a fixed context, and then as the live data keeps coming in, the agent works and tells you what exactly is going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
on top of that,
I'm really happy with things that you did.
Yeah, it's a helpful tool, and it has many abilities. And it's something, it came to my mind if I could create something, like an agent. But yeah, I don't have too much experience about these things. So yeah, you need someone that can program with a cloud or whatever to combine all these different sources and to be easily to read all this information quickly and not have to add it each time, all the story.
No,
yeah,
perfect. No, that makes
knowing
sense.
that just as a for other people information, and well, GAIA Lens is as it's something that you can open on like on Chrome and all, it doesn't
Mhm.
have memory of what has been chatted about, except if you set and change the context.
Yeah.
As GAIA Live, which is the or AI agent that does everything that you had just described, that could be cool to do.
Mhm.
It has the memory, so it will remember what you have chatted about and what how the context, what details you gave it.
Okay.
You don't have to enter again
It's time.
exactly.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So there is someone in the chat that is asking you, Asterios, if you have been using daily GAIA Lens.
Daily, I don't know. Okay, it depends. It depends because I have also, I use also the Gemini of Google sometimes also. It depends what is easiest because I have so many open windows right now, and yeah, I have also the browser, the Google, which one, the Chrome browser, and also the other one has called the Microsoft. So it depends. I work part of the platforms on one browser and part on the others.
Okay.
So yeah, but try to use it. Let's say today I used it to check an error about this about the curtailment, and I saw that some strings they were giving negative values and an error of string reverse feedback. So I was trying to see how harmful this can be and how we can track it. And I gave also the alarms, the error from I think it was a Huawei and the Sangro. So I
Mhm.
was trying to figure it out that, and I was putting all this information about configuration and module used and some graphs in order to come to a conclusion and what I have to do further on site to check this problem. So yeah, I try to use it as much as possible. Yeah.
All right. Very good to hear that.
Yeah, and also for more technical issues. Let's say the other time I had with the inverter, I had an issue that we get an error about the internal device issue, and I had an alarm, and then I had to make a question because we had the inverters grounded. The external the part was grounded, but it was like a daisy chain, and I want to know if this is good or according to, because I live in Netherlands and we have a 1910 standard, so I want to see if this can be followed or if it's true or not true. Sorry, if it's correct or we have to do something else. And then I got a reply quickly. So yeah, it's very useful actually. It makes our life much more quicker and easier because right now we operate 300 sites and yeah, it's not easy to go in depth on all of them.
Which yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's very cool that you have been using it and trying it these past few weeks.
Yeah, the only thing, as you say, it's always, I don't know if especially when I use not the GAIA Lens, if I use outside, I don't know if it's well trained or it has definitely doesn't have a memory. So each time you have to upload all this information in order to come to a better conclusion.
Yeah. So this is just that because it's the well, as I had mentioned, it's really a tool that is giving you feedback on at the moment.
Yeah.
Keep the memory because it's the free version and the very small window out of GAIA Live that we have created.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Like some limitations as well, but yeah.
So I assume that you're on your platform, you have it. So you use it, and this it takes all the information already, drawings, configuration, and everything. So it should give much more better and to the point results. Conclusions.
Definitely.
Exactly. Exactly. No, and Asterios, I would say, keep using it, and maybe one of these days we can get on a quick call separately and we can show you other things that we have on Gaia.
Yeah.
Definitely. Maybe Juliet, it would be a good time now to also show all the participants like how we can change the context. Yeah, we have about 15 minutes to this webinar. We'll try to wrap up in next 5 to 7 minutes so that we have more time for discussion and questions.
Absolutely. So on the chat right now, I'm sending you all a PDF, which is a new context that we can set. So on GAIA Lens, we have a set context right now. And in order to change it, we can click here on this small icon right there in the top corner, which will open a new tab. And on this tab, I can see already that I have a context that is written. It's the standard context, which includes smart view knowledge base that Shankaransh mentioned at the very beginning of the session.
And Juliet, if I could just very quickly pitch in, guys, this is an extremely important step when you change the context, right? Like I told in the beginning, there are two things: context and the knowledge base. In the context, if you see the way we have written the context, that's the kind of training, not training per se, but you're helping the agent focus and work the way you want it to. So imagine at your company, you have an intern or someone who reports to you who has just joined. And for any work, you'll probably give a set of instructions. Yeah. So setting this context is those set of instructions. Yeah. And with kind of like new joinees, we go as detailed instructions as possible. Yeah. That's exactly what's happening here. And we will give you a copy of this context. Reason being that for you to be able to have the agent work in your favor, the better context you set, the more efficient it would work, right? So yeah, Juliette, over to you. So like you said, we already have this performance analyst context, but now you're going to change it, right?
Yes, exactly. So right now, in the chat, I have shared with you two contexts. So one is the performance analyst, and one is the alert agent. So right now we can see that the context is the alert agent. We can see it when comparing the context here. So I let you just copy and paste the content of the performance analyst agent. And then once you have copied it, you can go back into the context setting here. And then you can just replace. Sorry, let me do it. Yep. So here I have another context. It's a bit messy because it's copy and paste from Acrobat. But basically, it's the PDF that I just shared with you. All the context for this new version is written right there. So it says that, okay, you are an expert solar PV analyst. You can give structured, you have structured knowledge. You can you understand the faults that are detected in the solar plant. And yeah, so we try to have a prompt as thorough as possible, so that the answer that the tool will give are as thorough as you want it to be. So once you have set up your new context, you can just update it. And so now it's written context updated successfully. So now that I have changed the context, I can go back to GAIA Lens. And then I just need to refresh my page because I have changed it, and then start a new conversation.
Yeah. Maybe we can go to the ticketing section, Juliet, and let's remove all the filters.
So let me decrease the size here.
Yeah, let's just delete the filter so that we have. But now we are looking at a list of 1,182. Let's do it like 100 per page. Okay.
Nice.
And yeah, maybe we can ask help me prioritize the alarms. And also say, help me prioritize the alarms and give me some insights. Let's see what insights it generates. So right now, I mean, of course, we are working on a demo platform right now, but essentially what it will do is it will look at it can make correlations between high, medium, low severity faults. It can, if there's data on reoccurrence of a particular fault, um, uh, by the name of the fault, it can determine severity. It can see whether the fault is currently live or not. So whatever information is available on that page, some monitoring platforms, for example, Synaptic or VCOM, they have some color coding with, you know, red, green, yellow, orange kind of stuff. So it's able to interpret all of that data and then help you, you know, prioritize the actions. Sometimes it can also group certain actions within a site. If he thinks that, okay, if the agent thinks that within this inverter, there are a couple of different faults that's causing maximum losses. So you first go to this inverter and take care of these 2, 3 issues. Yeah. Okay. Let's check at what the lens has said.
Talked a lot.
Of course, we are talking about 100 pods at this point. Okay, so it's first, I think, giving us an outline of how or what rule it used to, you know, prioritize, and then it goes plant by plant, right? Because in the plant column, you would see there are 4 different plant names. Those will appear. So it goes plant by plant, and it tells. For example, let's read ground fault. It says it is unresolved. The safety is critical. So it is also prioritizing by safety, and then it's suggesting a few things. Want to check, confirm a sudden DC drop to 0 on the affected MPPT, blah, blah, blah. And then it lists. So interestingly, it lists ground fault higher than inverter shutdown. Yeah. Because ground fault also can have other repercussions. Yeah. It can impact the health of the plant depending on how frequently the ground fault comes. Sometimes in very extreme cases, a ground fault can also lead to an arc fault, right? In a very extreme situation. So it's interesting how it prioritizes. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can stop GAIA Lens here, Juliette. We can go around the table.
Yeah.
Really learn from the experiences of the webinar attendees from today, and how do they see kind of like, you know, after the webinar, how do they envision using GAIA Lens?
Definitely. All right. So I have maybe one quick question to everyone. I would be curious to know, like, what is your role? What you are doing? Like, if you are asset manager, if you are more like from the innovation side or O&M side. Yeah. If you want, you can put it in the chat or directly like unmute yourself.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I work, as I said, in Netherlands, and I'm the operation maintenance manager of the company, and I work a lot with monitoring of the installations. So yeah, we work with short and long term with Synaptic, as I mentioned, and other inverter platforms. So we check in the daily operation and ticketing, all the alarms, and everything that has to do with operation and short and long term performance of the installations.
All right. All right. Very interesting. And you, Prashant? I'm a bit curious as well.
Yeah, so mostly I'm into software development itself, and I was just doing renewable energy projects all around. I've been also participating in quizzes on your pages before. So I'm pretty much interested in these kind of knowledge. So I attended this for the getting more knowledge about how this agent works and things like that.
All right. All right. And so do you feel like this is a tool that you could be using or like for your daily
Uh,
monitoring or?
it's my knowledge purpose basically. and probably I'm going to use this one also.
All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Juliette.
Hello.
This is Samriddhi. I had digital transformation team at Trace Cloud Experts. So we are looking in how we can implement AI and how we can make our systems more intelligent. So this is a very good tool which I introduced to my CEO. Also, he was very excited to see the results. And some feedback which I received was like from my side team, it is not possible for them to like go into Google Chrome and see what is going on or not. So if in the future we can make some mobile application which can scan and give the feedback, that would be like very much helpful for our site engineers. They can have basic knowledge because they don't have time to go and do the research. We do that part. But the time that goes between the communication from office to site and then the feedback which comes from site to office, that is a very big lag. Like I told, I researched some for from inverter photos, burnt photos. But the feedback from site, I have not received it till date. But if a site engineer is going through that and if he is providing the feedback at that time only that this was the fault, his knowledge base will also increase and it will be beneficial for training the agent or making our agent better, right? So this was one thing, and another was Google has also like implemented an Ask Gemini extension kind of thing, right? Which, if you click on that, it will have access to your screen and it will give you like answers, responses on whatever you ask on that screen. So it is similar to yours is better for our solar perspective because it is like customized for us. But one extra feature I like wanted that it has a plus sign in which you can give it access to the two screens if you want, two or three screens. So if I have a data, a chart in one screen, and I have a table or any like site feedback in other screen, I can attach both as a like as an image. You can read from both these images, and then you can give a response based on both these images. So that also could be added. I'm not telling right now, but like we can do this.
No, Samriddhi,
Yeah, thank you.
these are valuable feedbacks. I think with respect to those multiple screens, there's a particular way that you can use GAIA Lens. Maybe Juliet, we can connect with Samriddhi later and
Right.
how we can feed in those multiple screenshots.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, I will mail you with my official mail ID. I joined with my personal Gmail ID. All right.
Yes, please. Professional emails are always better for us so that we know.
Yeah, right.
Perfect. Well, Florian, I have also a quick question for you. Like, do you think this is something that you could be using as well? Like, well, I know that you have been facing some issues with Google Chrome, but
Yeah, I mean, now I succeed to have it on my laptop, and I connected to Vicom, which is our monitoring tool. Maybe just to summarize, I'm working for Green Yellow, which is a French IPP, but that has sites everywhere in the world, like around 15 countries. I'm head of 1M, so I'm overseeing every 1M team across the BUs, and I'm especially working on the tools and how we can help optimize everyone's operation and how we can try to operate I don't know, thousands of assets with lower people. And I'm working on many AI initiatives, if I can say. So I was really interested to see what you can propose, especially when I saw that your agent is compatible with Vicom, which is our main monitoring tool for the group. I think I have to test it more because when I tried a few questions, it was some answers were fine, some other were maybe not exactly what I was expected. But it seems very interesting. Like we need to start somewhere, and to be honest, I'm very happy to see some agent coming on this field. So I will test it more and happy to give you more feedback. And also, if you have interesting use case to share, maybe especially on VCOM, I don't know if you can share these kind of things because so yeah, I'm more than interested to see good examples.
Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is that we will share, like, check internally if we have some use cases with VCOM and so on. And so if we have that, then I will be more than happy to share that with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no problems. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, I think I would like to have some feedback, maybe like some use if some users, like maybe I don't know, Gavin, I don't know if you're with us or if you hear us. I would be curious to know what you think of the tool. All right. So I am anyone that wants to share, really, like happy to hear you. Maybe Jitesh.
And maybe we can also drop our email in the chat
Absolutely.
so that Gavin, it's all right. Maybe you can drop your feedback or your experience in the chat here. I know we are already like 3 minutes over the webinar time. So thanks for hanging in with us here. But maybe Juliette, let's drop in an email so that everyone can get in touch with us. Any questions, any feedback, anything else that they want to explore, we can always help. I had a question: can it accommodate multiple analysis platforms at once? Gavin, currently, if you have those multiple platforms on one screen, on one screen, and then GAIA Lens is on top of that screen, yes. Like I said, it's a miniature version, so that's what it does. The other way to do it is to feed it multiple screenshots, and then ask a combined question. So yeah, I think there are ways you can still make it work.
Yeah. So I put my email address in the chat if ever you have some questions. Anyway, I'm going to reach out to every one of you in the coming days, just to have some feedback again on the usage and so on. Also, if you feel like this is a tool that you can share to your colleagues, I would be more than happy to have more users. If you feel like yeah, this is something that you could share, then go ahead. It's free, so as you have seen, like, it's really easy to install and it's really quick. And well, you can do as many requests like prompts and all on the tool. So yeah. All right. So I think this is the end of this session. Thank you everyone for coming and for sharing as well, like what you do, what are your current challenges, and like also your feedback on these very first steps on the tool. So I really encourage you all to keep exploring it, tasting like the limits maybe of the tool as well. And then as I said, like I come back to you all in a few days to know how things are going. So yeah, I wish you all a good evening, and then bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.